Okay, so this video here we're looking at X Blues 3, which is from grade 5, the grade 5 book from Rock School. It's an old syllabus, so if your school has the new Rock School, Trinity Rock School syllabus grade 5 book, you won't find this in there. This is from, I think, like 2006 to 2014, might even be 2004 to 2010. Anyway, it's an old book. That's all you need to know. What I'm going to do with this is really just look at the first page, because the second page is all kind of like a little bit of personal preference, and there's not much to look at there, and I don't feel like we need to cover that here. So the first line, you'll see that we've got just a simple build up, if you like, to the piece, where we've got this 2 bars of like just almost like a shuffly swing groove with a hi-hat opening, closing, like this. Okay, so on that last note, you've got a snare drum. Okay, so those first 2 bars is just this. Okay, and then you've got a wee fill here for the next 2 bars. The first bar of that, you've got like a bass and snare, but it's like a triplet, but we're missing out the 3rd note. We've got a rest on the 3rd note. So you've got bass, snare, rest. So bass, snare, rest, then crash and snare. I'll say crash. Bass, snare, rest, crash. Bass, snare, rest, crash. So that's how it would work. Triple lick crash, but you're resting on the 3rd one. So we'd go like this. Yeah? So if we count that 1, 2, 3, da. 1, 2, 3, bah. Nothing's happening on the 3. Okay, so we just go like this. Okay, I am hitting a crash. I don't think you can see it, but it is here. And then that last fill bar, you've just got bass and then 2 snares with crashes, da da, and then a triplet with a quaver in front of it, da 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 da. So you just got that last bar in that top line. Okay, that's it. If we put those 2 bars together, simple. If I put that whole top line together, cool. Okay, the next 3 lines actually, well, 2 lines. Next 2 lines, we're just doing a simple, like a shuffly, bluesy type of groove. Okay, if we take the bass drum out of it just now, all it is just right hand on the hi-hat and left hand on snare, just going like this. Yeah, our hi-hats do have to be kind of open though, so you want a nice slushy sort of. Yep. The bass drum is doing a shuffled pattern. So instead of just going like, yeah, it's going, yeah, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4. That's how we would count that. Okay, so all you've got is this. Okay, and the very last bar of that 2nd line, you've got a triplet. So we would go like this. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, continues on for the next line below. On the 3rd line of that section, before it goes into the big shuffle, on the 3rd line, we're doing a similar thing, but we've shifted the focus onto the ride, okay? And we're taking 1 bass drum away in the first half of the bar. So we just go like this. Okay, and then we've got 2 bars, 2 fill bars, which are kind of identical to the 2 at the top line, but we're just adding in like the ride cymbal and a couple of extra like snare drums. So all we're doing for that first fill bar there on the 4th line is going. So you're shifting. Your right hand is just going ride, crash, and your foot is just playing when it hits ride. Your snare's going da 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 da, almost like a triplet pattern. So all we're doing is this. Okay, and then that last bar is almost identical to the one at the top. We've just added an extra bass drum, and you're just going like this. think you can see that crash when I hit that one better than this one. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go on to the next line down, which is where we do the real shuffle. Okay, so you'll notice that your bass drum is only playing like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It's just going like bum 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 bum, and it's your two hands that are doing the rest of the work, and your two hands are just doing it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the bass drum is just playing that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so all you've got here is just a shuffle groove played on your hi-hats and your snares, just like this. Now you'll notice the wee arrows, the wee accents on top of like every third snare drum and hi-hat. That's the downbeat, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so listen when I play it, you'll hear that I'm kind of striking the snare and the hi-hat a little bit harder. Yeah, so it's almost as if we're going like, but we've obviously got to fill in the blanks there. Now that's the same the whole way through. You've just got to try and keep the tempo up with that and keep track of where you are. Right down at the very bottom of that first page, you've got the exact same da 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 da, but this time instead of ride crash, it's hi-hat crash and hi-hat crash. Okay, and that would take us on to the second page, which if we get that far, I will cover with you in your lessons. Okay, but give that a go, guys. It's not too difficult. It looks more menacing than it is. Maybe when you play it to the track, it might be a little bit more difficult, but quite straightforward. You've just got 3 main different grooves. The first one would be that. The next one would be, and then the final one's that shuffle. Okay, everything on page 2, repetition. Okie dokie.